So let me ask you, how are you about following instructions? Don't ask our wives or girlfriends, because they'll tell you we're not good at all of it with it. But you know, as men, man, it's sometimes hard for us to follow instructions. Why? Because one, we can figure it out. We can make this happen. I got this. I can fix it. We're fix-its, you know. We fix things. Sometimes it's just hard for us to follow directions. But yet, in this life that we live, so many times there are questions that go unanswered. There's directions that we need to follow to do certain things. And where do you get the answers for that? How do you know where to step? You know, I was blessed to get to play football for 14 years. Trust me, we had game plans before every game. I knew my teammates what they were going to do. They knew what I was going to do. There was a plan. There was instruction. And we followed that throughout the whole game. You know, I heard a story that Kyle Ellerman wrote in his book, Not a Fan. He says, you know, it's like if me and my family were going on vacation for a month. And in our preparation of leaving, we wrote in a book all of the different directions of what do you do? When do you water the plants? When do you feed the dog? You know, how do you lock the doors? How do you turn the lights on? All just details of everything that someone else would need to know. And then we find someone and ask them to take care of our house while we're gone. When we come back a month later, we notice that our yard is just in shambles. The plants are all dead. There's a pet cemetery in the backyard because our pets didn't get fed and watered. The house is in disarray. It's all junky. And we walk in and here comes our neighbors with the book that we gave them, just totally excited. Say, man, I want you to know we found this book so exciting. We studied it every day. We read it every day. And we just, you know, we even got people involved and we would just talk about, you know, how this was to be done and all this sort of thing. And I just want you to know this was a great book for us. And you look around and you think, but you didn't do anything it said to do. That sounds stupid, doesn't it? We would never get along with something like that. But you know what? God has given us such a book. It's called the Bible. Yet, many people know this book cover to cover. Many people don't. But they don't ever do anything with it. It's just knowledge. You know, and if you don't do any and follow the directions in which God gives us, then what good was the book? I know many of you out there may be saying, you know what, I get it, but I've tried reading this and this book's hard to understand. Well, let me tell you, that's where God can help guide you through it. If you still read this like a novel from starting on page 1 and go all the way to the end, you're right, it's tough to read that way. You know, I just encourage you to begin a good place, Book of Proverbs or the Book of John. You think, well, how do you find those places? If you got your word in the very front, there's a thing called a concordance, or excuse me, a table of contents that goes through where all the books are, the pages they are, and it allows you to direct you through that. I just encourage you, men, though, at this time, in this point of your life, you've got some instruction. So use it. Because guess what? This book is to help you through life. Bible. Basic instructions before leaving earth.